welcome to Bowling Green Stadium for week number 14 of the 2025 campaign, the Fox 8 WGHP 100 for the Brad Scott Car Modified. When you come into the stadium tonight, hope you see that great big old yellow school bus over there near the flagpole. Hope you brought school supplies. I'm sure they will take donations as well. Everything goes to the Salvation Army Red Shield Youth Center. You know, school is going to start back up here for most districts in just a couple of weeks, if not sooner than that. And they would love to collect some school supplies for students for this upcoming school year. We appreciate Fox 8 WGHP Salvation Army, their sponsorship of the school drive, the school drive, the yellow bus. Also, when you come in tonight, the Bowling Green Stadium Racing Vidz Auxiliary, you'll see tables at each ticket gate. There, around each ticket gate, they have a 50-50 raffle tonight. You'll want to get in on that 50-50 raffle. The Bowling Green Stadium Racing Vidz Auxiliary, you can buy your tickets from them for the next hour or so, probably. They're on sale at some point. They'll announce later on tonight. Next 10 days or so. north of the track. And they'll see the big stop back there. Bush Light Street Stock Car Charger Award, $300, excuse me, to the Street Stock Division driver who gains the most positions in the season. Northside Tech Community Award, $500 to the Sportsman Division driver. Velocita USA, Northside Division driver who leads the most laps. We have our Brad's Golf Car Sportsman Charger Award, $500 to the Sportsman Division driver who gains the most positions in the season. And our last one, ladies and gentlemen, is our Black Stand. Race Vidz, you may have noticed out during that street stock division practice, somebody may have been anticipating Mike Wallace out back this weekend to number 7. And pretty simply, do you have some information regarding Mike Wallace and plans for him tonight?
Yeah, this morning practice.
If you haven't already done so, I encourage you to go over and drop off any school supplies you may have brought. I'm sure they will take cash donations as well. Everything's going to go to Salvation Army Red Shield Youth Center. Said earlier, the school is going to start up the media districts very soon. And there's always any need for school supplies. We hope you'll help them out. We appreciate it. Boxing, Salvation Army, their Stuff Plus campaign. Also, the safety contest on page 30. Fox 8 WGHP 100 Brad's Golf Car Modifieds headlines a big program of racing tonight. We're glad you could be here with us. Also, Twin 20s have been involved since the John Deere Sportsman Series, 20 laps, QRC HVAC Refrigeration Street Stock Series, and racing for the Q1 4.1 Stadium Stock Series as well. Great Clips is a proud partner of Bowman Gray Racing. If you turn to page 3 of your souvenir program, you'll find a coupon for a $9.99 haircut. Stylists who listen, haircuts you'll love. Visit greatclips.com to find a salon near you. From the job site rodeo to the backyard, they're the Southeast leader in Carhartt, and nobody has more in stock or boots than Harrison. We're less than Harrison to 2101 Peters Creek Parkway right here at Winston-Salem. Stadium Racing is covered by the Journal John Dale. Subscribe to read on any device at journalnow.com/story for Freedom Rides on here with the Winston-Salem Journal.
Earlier today, I was
It's time now for the first round of giveaways for NASCAR Hall of Fame Lucky Number Contest. The numbers are up on the board. Here are those numbers. If you have number 02329, you're the winner of a Ticket Hoss hat and flag. If you have number 21822, you've won a Great Clips coupon for a haircut. Number 80330, you've won a Reynolds seat cushion. If you had number 88994, you're the winner of a Bush White shirt. Lucky number 51588, you won an Ag South t-shirt and koozie. And if you have number 90790, you're the winner of a John Deere prize pack. If you have any of those lucky numbers, take your souvenir program over to the sales station at the red van near the south gate flagpole and that yellow school bus and claim your prize. Once again, those numbers 02329, 21822, 80330, 88994, 51588, 90790. If you didn't win this go round, there'll be another giveaway a little bit later on this evening. I invite you now to turn your souvenir program to page number 8. On the bottom left-hand corner, page number 8, you'll find a ballot, courtesy of Safe Light Hourglass and their sponsorship of the most popular driver award. You can vote for your favorite driver in each of the 4 divisions, and I would suggest to you that if your favorite driver in these divisions is not John Holman, the 4th, Zach Orr, Brad Lewis, or AJ Sanders, you've got a lot of work to do. Over in the modified division, John Holland has almost a 600 vote lead over second place Burt Myers. The same stands for the street stock division. Brad Lewis almost a 600 vote cushion over second place Austin Jones. A little bit tighter over in the sportsman division. Zach Orr has slightly over a 400 vote lead over second place Chase Robertson. Boy, it's really gotten out of hand. Unless you're AJ Sanders and fans of his in the stadium stock division, he has over a 700 vote lead over second place Chuck Wall. You can vote every Saturday night, actually through the next to the last event of the season, because those winners will be announced on the final night of the season. So tonight and 2 more nights, you'll have an opportunity to vote. Courtesy of Certified Hourglass Most Popular Driver Awards, and you can put your ballots in the ballot boxes at all the ticket gates.
They say history is written by the victors. Around here, it's written not by life. One move at a time, one fight at a time. Like a chapter in the book, this place remembers everything. Every swing, every bump, every moment makes you and breaks you.
Turn 2, around goes Tiger.
Some tracks are about speed, and that house is about survival, grit, determination. Every driver that races here adds to the story. The fan decided to score it. This season, I claim victory.
Bowman Gray Stadium to his
So one chapter doesn't make a legend. The return to Bowman Gray isn't just another race. This is the unfolding of a new season. The start of 2026 under these lights. This is the sequel. Welcome back to Bowman Gray Stadium.
To renew your tickets or to get on the waiting list for tickets to the NASCAR Clash coming up here at the stadium on the weekend of January 31st and February 1st, you go to NASCARclash.com. That's NASCARclash.com. In just a few minutes, we'll have qualifying begin for Brad's Golf Car Modifieds as we set the field for the Fox 8 WGHP 100. As we said earlier, they will qualify for the starting positions. There will be, however, a full field redraw. The fastest 4 qualifiers, however, have a decision to make. Will they take their chances with the redraw? Or, in a desire to try to win $3,000 in fans challenge bonus money, will they say, you know what, we're going to go to the rear of the field, start there, and try to race our way into a top 4 finish. Well, if they say yes to the band challenge, and they do just that, they race their way to a top 4 finish, they will win all their part of $3,000 in band challenge bonus money. Chris Fleming took home $9,000 just a few weeks ago and did the same thing. We'll find out in just a little bit who those drivers are, and we'll talk to them later to find out if they'll take the challenge.
I would rewind the TV. I put it in slow motion.
Reynolds America celebrating their 150th year in business, and we appreciate their sponsorship of Bowman Gray Stadium Racing. Reynolds America, proud sponsor of Bowman Gray Stadium Racing, and celebrating 150 years in business. Celebrating 86 years of excellence, Hayes Jewelers is home to one of the largest selections of world-class jewelry on the East Coast, and they're NASCAR's longest-running sponsor. Involved in 28 championships and over 300 wins. Whether it's gold, precious gems, pearls, and, of course, diamonds, you're sure to find it at Hayes Jewelers, located at 903 Winston Road, Lexington, or you can visit the website at hayesjewelers.com. Hayes Jewelers, since 1939, the king of diamonds.
It wasn't the 11. We
No, show it.
What'd you want? It wasn't the
What
11.
kind of prize? I believe that's a size small.
While we're waiting on qualifying to get underway, I want to give you one perspective on qualifying from earlier this year. The fastest lap so far this season has been the very first week, actually on Friday the 18th of April, qualifying for the Hayes Jewelers 200. Burt Myers set a time of 13.540, and so far that's been the fastest time of the year for the modifieds. Chris Carter, we've talked about this quite a bit this season. We've had some hot nights. And what's your thoughts about it? It's a little cooler tonight. What are your thoughts about qualifying for the modifieds tonight, Chris?
Still not a lot of grip in the racetrack. And it's just that simple. Green racetrack, not a lot of grip. The temperature, yes, definitely has cooled down some. Might not see as much slipping and sliding, but I just don't think there's the grip that these drivers want in this modified division are able to make them happy. In other words, I do not expect to see a 13.329 or a 3.57. Maybe a high 4, low 5.
Okay, well, if that's the case, then perhaps somebody can turn in the fastest lap of the season tonight. And that's it.
No, sir.
Well, a high 15.3 or a high 15.4 would, in fact, be the fastest. The fastest so far is 13.540.
540. Yeah, probably a 51 tonight then. So yes, that could possibly, yeah, 51. That's what I'm predicting tonight. 13:51. All right, fans, that's your prediction from yours truly. I'm probably going to be about 3/10 off, maybe 2/10.
If you need roof or gutter repairs, roof installation, or replacement, let the experts at Colby's Roofing and Gutters tackle this job so you never have to worry about how long your quick fix might last. And they also handle woodwork and sheetrock. Serve the Piedmont. They are Colby's Roofing and Gutters.
We need like a code. Like you just have to like.
Eliminate unsafe digging and unnecessary damages with Elite Underground Utility. For directional drilling, boring, and trenching, they offer safe, reliable, expert installation that's friendly to the environment. Connecting Carolina, it's Elite Underground Utility. And Elite Underground Utility also proud sponsors of our Madhouse Scramble redraw. You'll see that in action tonight following the first sportsman race. The winning driver will reach in to draw straight back. They'll draw out either 8, 10, 12, 14, or 16. And that number will determine where they start and how the field is inverted for the second 20-lap sportsman event, all courtesy of Elite Underground Utility. Find a car, truck, or motorcycle of your dreams at Cabin Powell Motorsports. Get approved now at KevinSaysYes.com. That's KevinSaysYes.com. Looking to get out of debt? Well, True Line can help you consolidate debt or make a large purchase. They have options to help you get the cash you need at a great rate. Find out more at TrueLine.org. True Line, that's brighter banking.
I mean, if you want it, you try to wear it. He gonna look good in that cruise. That'll be a that'll be yeah, I'll wear it. He gonna look good in that. I can't wait to see him. Like 10,000 taters for 5 pounds. I'm just saying, if the NASCAR officials would have caught it like it is, Denny Hamlin would have won that championship.
So maybe he did.
One. There's a big one. Hey, I called it at the beginning of this year. This is his year.
You got a choice of over 1,300 cars, trucks, and SUVs. Available at Jerry Hunt Supercenter and a lifetime warranty on most vehicles. They have 2 locations to serve you, 418 Piedmont Drive in Lexington and 635 Bendix Drive in Salisbury. And to buy cars and they pay on the spot. For the best prices in the state, it's Jerry Hunt Supercenter, or you can visit them online at jerryhuntsupercenter.com. There's so many benefits for choosing spray foam insulation for your home or business. So it's no wonder spray foam insulation is becoming so popular in North Carolina. For thermal seal spray foam insulation, call 336-428-3524. That's Thermal Seal. For great deals on a great selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs, stop by Eskimo Motor Company. Their in-house service department makes sure every car is inspected and serviced to run its very best. Family owned and operated since 1936, you can visit them at 208 South Main Street in Kernersville or online at srmotorcompany.com.
Whenever they got him up, got him out of here, and he went up the steps. He was walking. He was bad.
For drum cleaning, service repair, remodeling, and complete residential services, call our friends at Coger Plumbing. They offer 24/7 emergency service and they're licensed and insured. When it won't go down, call the best around, Coger Plumbing. From tires to timing belts, batteries to transmission service, Mock B-Rock Tire Automotive is your one-stop automotive center. And they carry a wide selection of Michelin tires. For all of your tire and automotive needs and dependable service you can trust, visit any of the 11 convenient locations. Let them get you to the finish line at Mock B-Rock Tire and Automotive.
I put that years ago.
Okay.
Once again, we're waiting here momentarily and we'll begin qualifying for tonight's Fox 8 WGHP 100. Brad's Golf Car Modified. Hey, did you know you can purchase your Bowling Green Stadium tickets online? Well, you can by using the Ticket House app, available in the Apple App Store or Google Play. Save time and skip the line with Ticket House.
Maybe it's maybe a little bit. Yeah, it's hot. All the dirt. John. They kind of wait for me.
For the largest inventory of new and used drive shaft parts in Forsyth County, it's L&R Transmissions of Winston-Salem. For cars, pickups, road tractors, dump trucks, and commercial machinery, L&R Transmissions will custom build and repair drive shafts. And now they make hydraulic hoses as well. They're located between Clemensville Road and Haynes Mall Boulevard at 2401 Spall Drive here in Winston-Salem. It's L&R Transmissions. Donnie Lambeth says Bowling Green Stadium has always been his family's favorite NASCAR track, and he invites you to enjoy your evening. North Carolina House District 75 Representative Donnie Lambeth. Neil McNeil, Katie, Nordine, Van Denton, and the rest of Fox 8 News team provides the best coverage of news and events at the Triad. You can download the Fox 8 Max Weather app to get the latest weather and alerts sent directly to your mobile device. #1 in the Piedmont Fox 8. Start local and stay local, and we certainly appreciate Fox 8 WGHP and their sponsorship of tonight's 100 laps. Brad's Golf Car Modifieds, and also in conjunction with the Salvation Army, bringing in that big old yellow school bus over there to Southgate to the flagpole. We hope, if you haven't already done so, to keep taking the school supplies you may have brought in this evening and give those to the Salvation Army over at the yellow school bus. I'm sure they will take your monetary donations as well. All of the proceeds and all of their supplies go to the Salvation Army Red Shield Youth Center. Once again, we appreciate Salvation Army and WGHP Fox 8 for their support of Bowling Green Stadium racing. If you're a business or someone with a honey-do list, Southern Fasteners and Supply has the fasteners you need. From basic hardware to highly technical and permanent items, from common to exotic materials, they're able to supply them all. Southern Fasteners and Supply on Clemensville Road in Winston-Salem. Fasteners, little things that make a big difference.
One thing. I got
Start your own taco adventure when you use Ortega taco sauces, shells, and seasoning mix. America's #1 taco sauce, Ortega. It's your Ortega. We're just about ready to start qualifying for tonight's Fox 8 WGHP 100 with Brad's Golf Car Modified. Fastest lap turn in so far this season, 13.540 back on April 18th. Burt Myers. Fastest lap of all time, in case you're interested, Tim Brown. Had the fastest lap back on April 29th, 2016, 12.965. Now first, Brandon Ward gets full 3 wins in the 2025 season. 32nd in front line. Right down here, 13.746 for Burmeyer.
So there you go, Randy Williams. The groundwork's pretty much laid down, man. So 13.746, and this, I don't want to say I'm thinking outside of the box, but kind of thinking outside of the box. So we all know that two of the best just went out. Now you're going to have Lee Jeffries and Jason Myers and some of these others. But man, I think we're going to be lucky to get under a 13.7. I hope I'm wrong, because I love a fast racetrack. But it goes back to what I was saying earlier, man. It's just, there's no grip. And that's the fault of nobody. That's just the way the racetrack is. So that's what it's the same for everybody, race fans. So that's the thing about this. It's the same for Bert Myers as it is Trey Hutchins. So we'll just see how this materializes as we go along.
Isn't it when it's cold, it's hard to keep how it's hot? It's great.
Picked up career with 103 in modified fastest lap Jim Brown. Currently fourth in point stand. 2 wins on 6. And he may have another one if it holds. 13.663. Fastest lap line with Jeffrey. Remember, the fastest 4 qualifiers will have an opportunity to take the fan challenge if they so choose. Fastest so far is Lee Jeffries with 13.663. Second fastest is Tim Brown, followed by Burt Myers and Brandon Ward. Now next, he took on $9,000 in fan challenge money. Under raffle we had. As well as one race winner. He did showstopper. Chris Fleming, third fastest on the evening. cost them big time. So far, your fastest 4 qualifiers are Lee Jeffries, Tim Brown, Chris Wade, Bert Fine. Time beat so far is 13.663, turned in by Lee Jeffries. He's in the Buck Creek first. Coming out of top 10. Modified. Took his third career win here at Stadium 2 weeks ago. Wagner and White, Chevrolet out of Keys, number 51. Currently 12 on the Brass Golf Car Modified point standings, 4 top 10s to the credit 2025 season. These are the Stellas Tilly Once again, if you just come in this evening, we're in the midst of qualifying tonight's Fox 8 WTHP 100 Brass Golf Car Modifiers. Lee Jeffries leads the way so far, 13.663.
It's big as that.
Time to beat is 13.663. Crab, William E. Smith.
I can run around the track faster than he can ride.
People down there might probably die on the first lap.
I mean, I would collapse if it's our finish line.
Well,
But I would be
lap racing in Wayne. Fox 8 WGHP 100 with a time of 13.663. Your fastest qualifier was Lee Jeffries. Tim Brown, the second fastest, followed by Chris Fleming and Bert Myers. Those 4 drivers will have an opportunity to take the fans challenge.
Yes, that's what it will be like. And I've already got parking for Saturday. So when he calls me on the 24th, I'll get parking for Saturday.
Race fans, it's that time that we all love so much.
That's when we park for Saturday.
It's our first t-shirt shoot brought to you by the Triad CW. So if it's your first time here, you know what, if you don't, if it's your first time here, just look at the person next to you. You're going to see them get up. Let me dang, look at my boys right there. Got them one in turn number 1, the cameo group. Way to go, guys. I hear ya. How about you between turns 1 and 2? Let me see those hands in the air. Make some noise.
I'm gonna ask.
It's not often you get to get something free in life, so take advantage of getting a free t-shirt courtesy of the Triad CW as our white Chevrolet eases off of turn number 2. And it's now time for our back stretchers. Put those hands in the air. Let me see y'all over there. Come on, people. Kids, I need to see you stomping your feet, raising your hands, and making some noise. Oh, Lord, somebody fell over the dead wall. Y'all crazy over there. That woman sure is bad. That's them back stretchers. Oh look, there you go, Jimmy Brown shooting up into the balcony area underneath our video board. The second t-shirt shoot brought to you once again by the Triad CW. Happy section, turn 4. Let me see and hear ya. Hey, Jimmy. Who was that in the back of that truck? That's what I want to know. Turn 1. You know what to do. Give me a t-shirt! Hands in the air, stomping those feet, making a little noise. Wave your hands, wave your water bottle. It don't matter, people. Jimmy Brown giving those t-shirts a shoot out to the fans. Back stretchers, show them up. You know what to do, people. Y'all make a little noise and get those hands up in the air. Thank you to the Triad CW who has been showing the NASCAR races this year. There you go, and that's going to be it. We want to thank the Triad CW once again for everything they do for us here at Bowman Gray Stadium.
They got like Sunday and Tuesday, and we're going to be there. So I think it'll be Tuesday.
Y'all was a people. Y'all going right after Labor Day. Right, the week after Labor Day. Yeah.
7th to the 12th. Labor Day's on Monday, so we're 4 days up there. I got room that's got 2 beds. I don't know if it's got 2 beds. But you need to get the third room. It's actually between the
Black Sand Company, 745 West Clintonville Road in Winston-Salem, 336-788-6411. And their proudly sponsor, John Holloman. He drives that modified number 69. And a lawn crew landscaping. Also, y'all, Eric Messer, he's right past the start-finish line, headed down towards turn number 4. Make sure y'all give Eric Messer a wave. He's going to get there and Get your picture taken by him, Messer Media, one of the best in the business. Color's Edge, get the edge you deserve. The automotive refinish experts, leaders in the waterborne technology, unsurpassed technical support, extensive product line availability, uncompromised service. That's Color's Edge, the automotive refinish experts.
What does it matter? What does it matter? I'm not going to in September. I mean, we slow down, man.
Safety starts with 811 before any digging project. Contact 811 so your buried utilities can be marked. Call 811 before you dig. Also, we have traffic control safety services. 336-771-7676.
She said, her and James done it twice. She said, I don't know if it's really worth the money, but I've never done it. She said you need to do it.
Work Western, wow. That's Harrison's. Race on into Harrison's, and they're open Monday through Saturday. And they're the Southeast leader in Carhartt. Is located at 2101 Peters Creek Parkway, 336-893-8919.
We went in April.
Winston-Salem Journal, where your story lives. Freedom rides at the Winston-Salem Journal.
Like the end of March, 1st of April.
Great Clips, stylish and listen, haircuts you'll love, and you can find Great Clips located near you. And there's a coupon on page 3 of your souvenir program that you can get any haircut for $9.99. Great Clips, proud partner of Bowman Gray Racing. Hayes Jewelers are the king of diamonds since 1939, and they're celebrating 86 years of excellence as they are NASCAR's longest running sponsor. And they've been involved in 28 championships and over 300 wins, and they're a proud sponsor of our 12-time modified track champion, Tim Brown. And Randy Williams, I'm sending it down to you, buddy.
Thank you very much, Chris. Race fans, welcome to the 1,125th edition of still the most exciting of them all, Bowman Gray Stadium. Tonight, it's the Fox 8 WGHP 100. Up first on the pre-race program, I'd like to introduce to you the General Manager of Fox 8, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jim Hines. How we doing, everybody? On behalf of all the Fox 8 employees, thanks for watching, thanks for starting local, staying local, and let's go racing. Jim, Fox 8 General Manager. Up next, we've got a trophy presentation presented by Bowman Gray's Kamari Ruster to our chain race winners from last Saturday night, Corey Wyatt and Corey Coffey.
Hey, I was Charlie. I want one of them damn shirts. What the hell?
Corey Wyatt, no stranger to these chain races. We'll get a quick comment. You were in the front, right? All right, you're used to these. Tell you what, last week I was watching that. Looked like you had a slow start. After about lap 5, though, you pulled ahead, pulled away.
Yeah, the car acted a little weird on the start, but I knew we would be all right.
And Corey Coffey, you were in the back. How does it feel getting pulled around in that back car?
Well, not exactly how we wanted it to go, but it ended up the way we wanted it. So.
Corey White, Corey Coffey, the winner of last Saturday night's chain race here at Bowman Gray Stadium. Up next, it's time for the Law Office of John Barrow Race to Your Defense Award. Presented by Larry Tomar. Going to the driver of the Tobacco Ridge Clearing and Grading number 9 modified, Kyle Southern. Kyle, for those who weren't here last Saturday night, tell us what happened that caused you to be the recipient of that award.
I had a little racing duel getting into 3, and that's that. We're going to chalk it up and try to win the race tonight.
Well, congratulations to you, Kyle, the winner of the Law Office of John Barrow Race to Your Defense Award. Next up on the pre-race, we've got the modified pole award presented to the fastest qualifier tonight with a time of 13.663, Lee Jeffries. This award presented by Bowman Gray Stadium's Julian Murray. Lee, second week in a row, you're the fastest qualifier. You followed it up with a win in the first 25-lapper last Saturday night. What do you think about tonight?
Well, we're going to give it our best shot. I'd like to thank all the fans that come out. I'd like to thank Market USA, Tom Skinner with Phoenix Packaging, Brad's Golf Cars, all the sponsors on the car. And without him, we couldn't do it.
Lee, congratulations. We'll get a word with you here in just a moment. Lee Jeffries, ladies and gentlemen, with a 13.663, the fastest qualifier. Well, now it's time to talk to the drivers. Starting out with Bert Myers, the fourth fastest qualifier tonight. What's all this noise, Bert? I don't know. You ever heard anything like that before? They said my grandpa used to say, if they're making noise, you're doing something right. Well, Bert, fourth fastest qualifier tonight. $3,000 on the line to fans challenge, full field redraw. You gonna take your chances on the redraw, or are you gonna accept the fans challenge? We're going to the back. Fans challenge, you're gonna go for it. I've started dead last and won these races several times. Don't know that I can do it tonight. We're here to do our best, and that's all I can do. But we're gonna try to do it from the back. See if we can get a trophy. Bert Myers, ladies and gentlemen, says yes to the fans challenge. He'll go to the rear of the field. Next up, your third fastest qualifier. He knows a little about taking these fans challenges and winning. It's the showstopper, Chris Fleming. Chris, you've taken this fans challenge before. Walked home with $9,000 in fans challenge money a few weeks ago. I think I kind of know what you're going to do, but we'll hear it from you officially. I won't let the fans decide. I'm going to give these people what they come for. I'm going to the back. We're going to see. I want to thank Taylor all the parts. I got their Thomas and his sister all in the front straight away with us. Marvin's Blood Doors, are you here, baby? Woo! I appreciate y'all fans. I come to give you what you want. Remember, I come to give you what you want, and that's what I'm going to do. Chris Fleming, third fastest qualifier, says yes to the fan challenge. Up next, your second fastest qualifier. He picked up win number 103 in his Bowman Gray Stadium modified career last Saturday night. Is that rocking? Tim Brown. A lot of commotion up here in the stands, Tim.
Yes, I have to think of what Bert says. They're making noise, you're doing something right. Whether they love it or hate you, they pay money to come watch it.
There you go. Well, we go through this. We know this routine, you know the drill. But I've got to ask you officially, will you be taking the fans challenge tonight?
I don't know why they come out here. I'm never going to take it. Just thank our race team for getting this race car turned around. It's running better now. And these two guys out here will put a show on. And hopefully we can go all front and win this race.
Tim Brown, ladies and gentlemen, your second fastest qualifier says no to the fans challenge. And now, we're going to get a decision from the fastest qualifier, Lee Jeffries, who clocked in with a 13.663. Lee, $3,000 on the line. What say you? What does the fans want? Means we're going to the back. Lee Jeffries going to the back, taking the fans challenge. Ladies and gentlemen, your fastest qualifier, Lee Jeffries, takes the fans challenge, along with Chris Fleming and Bert Myers. Race fans, it's time now for a Bowman Gray Stadium flashback. Tonight, we're going to look back at August 2nd of 1975. Brent Elliott defeated second place Alfred Hill, and the third place driver of Old Yeller, Jim Moore, in a 20-lap limited sportsman feature. Jim Sapp took the checkers in a 15-lap street division race. But the main event that night was the Winston 350 for the modified cars. Ralph Brinkley led for most of the first one-third of the race, but he lost an engine on lap 112. At that point, Billy Hensley took over to lead 73 laps. And after that, it was Johnny Johnson's turn. Johnny led for 97 laps, but he started to have trouble and faded back. But Johnny did not take pit road until there were just 6 laps remaining. He would go on to finish 9th. Meanwhile, the winner that night visited the pits 3 times in that 350-lap marathon, and at one point, he was almost 3 laps behind the leaders. But smart driving and taking advantage of caution flags, he made that up and then some, because when he took the checkered flag, he was almost 3 laps ahead of runner-up James Call. The $2,300 prize money for the winner was the largest single race prize money that he had ever gotten in 6 years of racing. And on his way to the stadium that afternoon, he stopped to get gas for his race car. $20 worth of gas, regular gas, because he said that his Chevy engine run best on regular gas. Well, that Chevy engine, it powered a 1973 two-tone Gremlin with the number 57 on the side of it. Of course, it was Bassett, Virginia's own Johnny Bryant, who took home the win that night, one of 22 career wins here at the stadium for Johnny Bryant as he won the Winston 350. And it all happened 50 years ago tonight on August 2nd, 1975. And that is your Bowman Gray Stadium flashback. Race fans,